Tell us what we're going to do right now. Do tell.
We are going to collect a swarm from the center. Are we including geographic locations on these things? Have I ruined your privacy? All right. So we're going. So I got a call this afternoon. The fella said he's got some honeybees in a tree. We're gonna go relieve him of those honeybees in a tree.
And are you a trained professional?
I'm an untrained professional.
And how many times have you done this?
I've done this probably 15 times. Only once with a chainsaw. I try to avoid chainsaws now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. All right, bye.
Is that what just happened?
They moved. They left.
I thought bees
We
didn't
don't have any
move.
bees anymore.
I thought bees didn't move.
Bees do move. It was a swarm, man. So they're sitting there in a swarm. They're in a tree, and you know, several hundred there. You know, maybe 10,000 of them hanging out on this tree in a big clump, and you know, a few hundred of them are out looking for new places to live. So they're looking for holes in trees, holes in buildings. So if a bee finds a good spot, they come back to the swarm and they say, hey, I got this great spot. You all should come have a look at it too. So then some more scouts will go out there and take a look at it. And if they like it, they'll come back and tell everyone, you know, this is a great spot. You should all come check it out. So they keep doing that. And then as soon as any one spot has enough bees, checking it out, and it's like 35 or 40 bees, then they all go back to the swarm and say, look, we're not looking for places anymore. We found it. So stop looking and just let's go. So it's, you know, that's the simple version. There are a few details I looked down there. All right, we're trying again. I got a call this afternoon from Dan in Camas. He said Dan himself is a beekeeper, but he said he was not prepared to deal with a swarm, and some bees have swarmed from one of his hives onto his neighbor's tree. So we're gonna go get him.
You okay? You okay? Where are they at? I didn't see it. Right there in that limb up there on the other side of the fence.
They definitely recover, and in the long run, it'll be good for them because it gives them a break from the brood, so it gives them a break from, you know, any varroa in there. And
yeah, there is a little, just very little.
yeah, it's around here. I don't think there's a single hive that doesn't have varroa, so it's just something that they'll deal with and they'll handle it. So
I have a ladder there if you need it.
okay, I brought a couple ladders.
Lift that up, Chris. I'll go get the ladder.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. That's pretty high. This is all on one branch, so. Sort of started casually maybe 6 or 7 years ago and got a little more serious about 3 years ago.
So you know a few things.
A handful, yeah. Still got plenty to learn. And just like a mass of branches. Like that's hanging on one branch, so it's perfect. Oh man, we gotta get them. You see them doing all those waggle dances? Yeah. It means they've got a place in mind. So yeah, they're getting ready to move on. Okay, I'm gonna snip a couple of the branches that are kind of in the way a little bit. This lady.
than you thought?
No, this is gonna make a mess. Alright, ladies. You're tickling me. Tickle me, ladies. Alright. No, probably not. Alright. Okay. That's a big swarm, so I think I'll cut some more holes in it before we get too far. They're real gentle bees. They're nice. This is perfect. Did you see when I grabbed that branch and just brought it down?
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. They're just gonna stay on that.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna sit in this box, and then I'll probably just close them up. I'll put those back in here. Oh man, that's heavy.
Yep.
Got a lot of bees here.
Okay. Close the lid when you can.
Okay, why don't you set it down on the ground?
Can you close
And
the
I
lid
will.
at all?
Okay, or I can carry it down too.
No, I can do it. I'll do it. Oh.
And then your scouts, all these scouts, I think are probably just gonna wander back to your hive.
Okay.
So I'll actually leave them. Normally I would wait around to try to get them back. All right, cool.
How do you want it? Like this and this and...
That seems perfect. Yep, just like that. I would love to hang on and chat, but I think there's enough of them in there that we need to move on.
Yeah,
this
for
so they
air.
don't overheat.
Okay. There you go. I understand.
You just got to get them home before they overheat in there. They kind of make like little channels inside the swarm to cool off, to pull you know, fresh air through.
I see.
So when it's warm, they look bigger than when it's cold. Even though it might be the same amount of bees, but that was heavy. That was, yeah, just like that. So they can get in and out for ventilation.
Well, it's pretty chill right here.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice and cool. They'll be okay.
Okay. You can just put the bees down there on the banana peel.
I'll leave them on my
Okay.
lap here.
Oh, just a second. It's a little overexposed. Let me bring it in. Trying to drive, keep the car running. It doesn't run very well.
This is a bucket of bees.
And what are we doing with the bucket of bees? You're still out of focus, but I'm gonna leave it.
We're gonna put it in your hive.
People won't understand it because I'm pulling out onto the freeway here, and my car doesn't turn, and there's cars behind us. Okay, now we're going. It's better than a helmet cam.
This is a bucket of bees.
Yeah?
I got it in Rainier,
Rainier,
Oregon.
Oregon. Did you pay a tax on the bees when you brought them over the bridge?
No, I didn't purchase them. Brought you something. Oh, sure. They're in a bucket.
They bite. Tell had them in the house with his grandma unsupervised, so I think they're pretty safe.
Safe. All right, bees. This is your new home. Oh, sorry. Sorry, bees. That was poor form.
Sting me.
Poor form. Just to hold that thing flat.
Oh yeah, now they are.
So you tried to squish the bees.
Yeah, fanning already. That's great. They got their tail ends up in the air, and they're fanning. You see how this one, she's tipped up in the air, but then her stinger's tipped down. You can see that she's exposing the, it's called a Nasonov's gland.
Get off my hand.
And that's what lemongrass smells like.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's their kind of their location pheromone saying, come here.
So I've got some questions. When I was younger, I'm just gonna show the people on the video what's going on here, but when I was younger, so my brother said that bees are attracted to brighter colors, and that I needed to take off my bright swim trunks or the bees were gonna sting me. Is there any merit to that?
I don't know. I usually just don't worry about it. I do get stung a fair amount though. They do. I know most flowers, you know, typically they call it the insect pollinated syndrome, which is, you know, certain flowers that are insect pollinated tend to, you know, they tend to smell strongly so that the bees can smell from a long ways away, and they tend to be brightly colored so the bees can see them. And they are attracted to those two things. It may be that they're visible in different wavelengths though that we can't see, so it might be like ultraviolet or infrared light that matters more.
So I'm not at risk.
I don't think well, you are at risk because there are going to be bees around.
Wearing these shorts.
I don't think those shorts are really going to increase your risk. And it's a swarm anyway, so they're not going to sting you. I wouldn't shake your ass right in front of your beehive, I guess, wearing those shorts. Or really wearing any shorts though.